Alright, so what I decided to do is go ahead and do my journalism project on women that are underrepresented in the media. So my first slide is today's statistics of women in the media. So it is shown that only 3% of women are actually on the mainstream. They're represented in the news, and they are the ones telling the stories, such as we know as the news anchors. So nothing for women have actually been changed in the media. No opportunities have been given to women, and men, they are still on every single channel. They are the ones actually dominating this type of media outlet. My next slide is Miss Ordway. She is a person, and she is a retired female news anchor, and she decided to take a stand, and she wanted to let people know, and she wanted to inform them of what is going on behind the scenes. So she researched that only about 24% of women are represented in the media. So this means that we are only 24% of us are actually talked about in news stories or the new coverage. So even today in 2019, this statistical data still stands unchanged. My next slide is about women in charge. So it is widely seen that sometimes women are not actually looked at as a strong public figure, and with this statistical data of it being that only 35.3% of newspaper supervisors are women, and that is actually according to the American Society of News Editors. So opportunities are obviously not equal towards us. There obviously is a bias working in the media and in news coverage. And for what reason? Is it because that we are not strong figures when we actually are? We don't know. So, and requirements. So I would like to talk about requirements. The requirements to be a journalist or a specialist in news coverage is actually just a basic and simple education of getting your degree in journalism or mass communication. There is nothing stating that within these requirements that there actually is a bias, and you have to fulfill certain things to make sure that you are actually being covered in the media or you are the one covering the stories. That is my presentation, and I hope you enjoyed.